Good. So let's just do a quick standing up with the triangulation. So pass walking, walking. Very lazy. Like you're walking, it's night, and you're also actually looking at the stars. And you're trying to see which stars, and you're like, you know, you're not completely sensing where your feet, you don't see where your feet are placed, but you still have some awareness in your feet. So you're kind of moving around and and then you want to go behind yourself and you're almost falling, but you're not. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then quicker and quicker. And we know so well to do this already. And then trumpulating, just to move between everything to everything, bringing spaces and vibration in between the vertebrae. Let them shake on top of each other and into each other, moving around themselves, into themselves, and then bringing also spaces into the pelvis between the hip joints and into the knees and into the ankles and to all the small bones in our feet. They also need some spaces there, and into our fingers and hands, and then drop from the farthest place up, drop from the ears down, and drop it, and drop everything that's coming after it. And that's enough. And let's do it lying. No, let's keep the lying down, just sitting on the chair. And just trumpulating on the chair. Letting the sit bones be heavy and the chest trumpulate into, wanting to trumpulate into the pelvis, wanting to say hi from different directions, from the back. So the shoulder blades are kind of dripping down the back. And then we can imagine everything kind of dripping like ice cream, you know, if you have ice cream on this really hot day in Tel Aviv. So it's dripping from the top. So the hair is dripping down, and then the nose is dripping, and then the chin starts dripping, and the ears have already started to drip also from behind. The back of the head is dripping, and the neck is dripping down into the shoulders are dripping and drooping and drooling down, and slowly we have a pool beneath our feet and around us, and it's bubbling because it's so hot. So it's really bubbling. And we are this pool which is bubbling, the ice cream, and all the different colors of the ice cream that are melted are beginning to mix together. And each color which is mixing, each color has a different vibration. So it's bubbling in a different frequency a little bit. So that we have patches of colors which are bubbling in different colors. And slowly they're flowing into the same really fast bubble. And release it. And let's just sit comfortably and just bring, we can close our eyes and bring the attention inside our closed eyelids. And then bring our attention to the breath. or first to the sensations in the body, just to feel this bubbling and this, all of this movement which has begun, and just let it go on. And then we just want to bring our attention to the breath as it is. Hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So we've just started with a little triangulating, and if you want, you can begin that just a little bit on the chair like this. And now we are bringing our attention to the breath in our body as it happens, without manipulating it, without doing anything, just becoming aware of the breath. Where is it happening? What kind of sensations are there? Is it cold? Is it warm? Is it ticklish? Is it expanding? Is it constricting, contracting? Where is it moving in our body? How much is it moving? Which muscles are there? Just observing. The voices, the movement. Maybe there's some sound that it makes. And let's follow the breath from the tip of our nose for now. And observe it as it goes in to the tip of the nose and out. And then observe it and try to continue and have some kind of motion in your body. Not all the triangulating in its extreme, but some kind of a wavy kind of motion, so that we don't get anything stuck or any tension building up. So that the body is kind of moving itself, undulating like a seaweed under the water or something like this. So we're observing the breath and we follow it now from the tip of the nose and observe it further inside the nose, into the nostrils. And observe it going in through the nostrils into the back of the upper palates of the mouth. Observe it filling your mouth. Observe it going into the sinuses and up into the head. Observe it as it goes down through the back of the throat. How does it feel when it's going down through into the lower parts of the body, into the lungs maybe, or not necessarily the lungs, but just follow the sensation. And follow it further down. So when we take the breath, our diaphragm goes down so that our stomach naturally kind of goes out a little bit. So there is movement which is continuing in our body. And we can feel it going even further down, maybe to the pelvis. And maybe we can even feel the breath going into our legs. Just follow the sensations. Through the feet, through the legs, to the feet. And really enjoy this breath. Enjoy your breath, which is there, happening all the time. And it's the only aspect of us which is happening both automatically, but then we can also influence it. So we can enjoy the breath. And now we're going to invite a bigger breath. So inviting a sigh of relief. You know how a sigh of relief is working? So imagine now that you're on stage in a theater. You can choose which theater. It can be a huge place, but you're on stage and there's all the audience there. And you have to bring the most impressive sigh of relief to really impress your audience. So bring your heart into it. And you need to hear it. The sigh of relief has to come with a voice, with a sound. And another one. So how does it happen, this sigh of relief? We're going to take a really, really long and slow breath from the nose or the mouth, whichever you choose. Inhale very, 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 very long. And then when you're completely full, just release the air. That's it. No pushing it, no exhaling it, just releasing it. So continue to play with this. Long inhale. Don't fill up more than 70% of the capacity for now. Don't exaggerate it, and release it all completely. So that we can let the body kind of melt into itself with this sigh of relief. Again. And when you next release the exhale, also release parts of the body with it. So releasing the chin and the jaw, the entire jaw. And then releasing the ears. And the neck. And the shoulders. And any part of the body which feels like it's holding tension in it. So that the body is melting and releasing into itself. More and more melting. More and more parts of the body are just internally leaking down into the floor. Good, good, good. Nice. And now we will take the inhale and make it like 3 parts on top of each other. So when you think you're full, let the air flow in very easily. And when you think you're full, take another inhale. And when you think you're full, take another inhale on top of that. And sigh completely out. So these 3 inhales, they're kind of, in a way, they're happening from the bottom until the umbilicus, and then from the umbilicus up, and then from the breastbone up. But continue to melt into it. And then sigh it all out. Good, good, good. So now we move on to lying on the back. So find your mattress. I will be here watching over you, and you don't have to look at me or see me. Just lie on your back, and for a moment, just trumpulate. Make friends with your mattress. Trumpulate a little bit, move. Find your leaning points into the mattress, your heels, your sit bones, the side of your pelvis, your shoulder blades, your elbows, your wrists, the back of your head, and lean them into the mattress, into the floor, and make it, and pass these leaning points from one place to another. Let them move between leaning points, like you're leaning from the shoulder blade, and then it's moving to the head, and it's moving to the other shoulder blade, and down to the pelvis, to the heel, and just mix them up. So, and make it faster. Make it faster, like the floor is trumpulating you. The floor is moving and you're just moving on it. And relax and release it. So what we're going to do now is we'll do this threefold breath, where we take 3 inhalations, one on top of the other. It can be from the mouth. Let's do it from the mouth. And we will make like the body into different parts, and we will breathe to these different parts separately. So what we will start, let's just take the breath first of all. So take 1 gulp of air and then hold it, let it kind of melt into your body. Take another one and take the third one and make it the biggest of the first 2. And then exhale completely, sighing all of the air out. Take another one like this and trumpulate with it for a moment. Become comfortable with this breathing process. Inhale 1, inhale 2, inhale 3. You can find the yawn and yawn it. Make a big, big yawn. And see that when you yawn, it's the best inhale you can ever have, because it's the body which is inviting the air into itself without any tension in the muscles. And then exhale. So we will make our body into 2 parts, front and back. So the whole length of the body is divided into front part and back part. And we will start by breathing into the front part of the body. So whatever that means to you, fill the front part of your body with 3 gulps of air. Continuing second and third. Hold it to the count of 10. And then exhale, only from the front part of your body. Again, to the front part. Inhaling 3 times. Filling all the way down to the toes. Between the bones and the skin, filling up air. Making new spaces to fill with air, and then when you counted to 10, you can sigh it out. And also when you're sighing out, make the sigh come from these parts of the body where you filled up the air before, so that the air is coming out with a vibration from that place in the body. Very, very good. And now we breathe to the back part of the body. So Inhaling into the back. Another inhale, gulping the air in. Counting to 10 after the third. Letting the air sink into your body, into the floor, and then exhaling. On the exhale, you can move your head from side to side a little bit so that there's no tension getting stuck anywhere. And again, to the back of the body, to the back part. Inhaling. Second and third gulps. Holding them, and in the holding, don't contract any muscles. Just see that the air can spread. When the muscles and tissues are soft, the air can really enter into every cell of your body. And then after the counting, exhaling. Again, on the exhale, you can move your head, you can move your body around so that really there is no tension anywhere. Very, very good. Now we are going to divide the body into left side and right side. So we start by taking air into the right side. Inviting the air in with a big gulp. Smiling, yawning. The air in, second time, third time is the biggest. And more parts of the body are sinking and opening down, down, down to let the air in. And then hold, count to 10. Wiggle around a bit, trumpulate a bit, and then exhale from the right side of the body. And now just another one to the right side. Third biggest. Feeling the sensation on the skin, inside the skin, in every cell, inside the bones, into all the cavities and spaces in and around the body, and then exhaling completely. And now for just a moment, notice the difference between the two sides, between the right side and between the left side of the body. Kind of catalog them to yourself. Say a few things that you feel different. The heat, or maybe it's cold, or it's tingling, or it's light or heavy, just to kind of mark these places. And then we go into the left side. Trumpulate a bit, and inhale, inviting a yawn, a smile. Through the left, you can take the chin to the left side so that more of a yawn and more of a smile can invite a bigger gulp of air, and bigger still the third time. Hold it for 10 counts. Feel this air expanding into every part of the body, and every part of the body then also releasing into the air. And then when you're done counting, exhaling. Trumpulate a little bit to let all of the air out. So nothing remains. And again to the left. Make sure nothing gets rigid or stuck, not the neck, not the shoulders, not the face. Release the skin of your face and count to 10, exhaling completely. Good, 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 good. So now we have another division. Let's divide the body into 4 parts now. So we had 2 parts. Now we have 4 parts. We have up, down, and right, left. Okay? So this will be the last division that we make for today. We have up, down, say from the umbilicus will be the umbilicus will be the middle point, and left, right along the center of the body. So we take the air into the right bottom part. Three big gulps, wiggling, trumpulating the air in, smiling, yawning the air in, only to this part. Counting to 10 and then exhaling, and make the sound of the parts which are exhaling. Good. And now to the left bottom part. Feel the difference between the sides. Smile, yawn. See how amazingly the air can go directly into your lower left corner without passing through the upper corners. Hold it there for 10 counts. Let the air fill every cell, every bone, all the fascia, all the parts of the inside of you and also the outside of you. And then exhale and really ask the body to make the sounds coming. Good. So now we go to the left upper side. Inhaling 3 gulps of air, yawning, smiling the air in. To the back, to the front of this part. Around. Smiling to the air that came in, inviting it, saying, welcome, welcome. Come and stay and sink more deeper. Counting till 10, releasing all the tensions you may find on the way, and then exhale. And it has to be a different sound, yeah, because we're in different parts of the body, so the sound has to sound different. How does the shoulder sound when it's exhaling? How do the fingers sound? How does the rib cage sound? And we go to the upper right side. Inhaling 1, inhaling 2. The third is the biggest. Yawning will make it even better. Counting to 10. Oh, letting the air And now let's just quickly mix them up. So I'm going to say to the left bottom corner, left bottom side, inhaling. 1, inhaling 2, inhaling 3, counting till 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and up. And then upper right corner, inhaling. 1, inhaling 2, yawning the third one in, keeping it till 10, triangulating a little bit. And exhaling. And upper left corner. Once, twice. Third time is the biggest. More and more air than you can even imagine can come in, and then counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At the bottom right corner, filling all of the thighs and all of the toenails, letting the air drop out from the in between the toenails. And the foot is breathing. Third time is the biggest. Count to 10. And exhale. Very, very good. So now we're just going to celebrate the whole body together while trumpulating and just letting the air find where it's going, into the places that it visited, into places maybe it still hasn't visited. Third is the biggest gulp, yawning the air in. And exhaling. All of the body emptying like a sponge, expelling all the air out. And with the next yawn inhale, let also the arms extend to the sides and the legs extend to the sides, far, reaching far, far, far. Like your body is becoming a sail of a boat, and this sail is filling up with air and just blowing up with air, all of your body like a sailboat, and then exhaling. And release the breathing and just trumpulate and see what your body is doing by itself with the breath. How is it breathing now? Where is it from? Trumpulating, letting the air which is inside you trumpulate you from the inside. For all the parts which are full of air and oxygen, and the cells are trumpulating, and the bones are trumpulating themselves, and the floor is enjoying and trumpulating, and all of your building is trumpulating you, and the ground and your city or town, everything, and the whole globe is just the whole planet and the whole universe inside you, the universe inside you and the universe outside you. Everything is trumpulating, and let yourself be sucked out into the universe and just release everything. And turn to your side. find your way into sitting.